6th canto, chapter 4, wherein Daksha being requested by Brahma in order to create progeny in those 10 lokas which were destroyed due to the imminent pralaya. The Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Sargaloka, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Sutal, Patal. So he was trying to populate these lokas through his mystic potency, but he was not able to do successfully. So he went to Vindhya mountains. He performed Tiva Tapasya. By chanting the Amsaguya prayers, the Lord appeared and the Lord said that just the way you are desiring to populate the entire universe, similarly there is a girl. She is also of the same mentality. You marry her and through her you beget children, and so that you populate the entire universe. This is also my desire. So Lord said, this is my desire. She is the daughter of Prajapati Panchajana. Her name is Asikni. So Daksha accepted her and he married, and eventually what happens will be explained in the current chapter. So at the end of the previous chapter, there was a point made. Previously, of course, many children of Brahma, all the children were given the same instruction: get married and beget children, produce the population and populate the entire universe. So all the sons, they prayed to Lord by performing severe tapasya and worship that I want to follow the instruction of our father. So Lord fulfilled all their desires and then also gave them bhakti because they all asked for bhakti. But it was only Daksha did not ask for bhakti. Since he did not ask for bhakti, the Lord did not give him pure devotional service. Otherwise, he made him expert at increasing the population of the entire universe. So that's where the chapter ended. Chapter 4 ended. And today we'll continue with chapter 5, wherein we'll see how Narada makes the Haryasvas and Savalasvas into Vaishnavas, and eventually being aggrieved, Daksha curses Narada not to stay at one place. So this is the subject matter of this entire chapter. So today we'll discuss as much as possible. So this chapter contains about 44 verses. So initially, the Narada delivers Haryasvas, then Savalasvas, then Daksha becomes angry and curses upon Narada Muni. That is the entire flow of the chapter. Shri Shuka Uvacha. You can recite loudly. Tasyam sa panchajanyam vai Vishnu Mayopabhrahmita Haryasvasanyam Ayutam Putran Ajanayad Vibhu. Yeah. Tasyam sa panchajanyam vai Vishnu Maya Upabrahmita. So under the illusory energy of Lord Vishnu, Daksha married Asikni, the daughter of Prajapati Panchajana, and his wife name is not mentioned. So then through her, he begot 10,000 sons. Ayutam Putran, Haryashva Sanyam. First of all, he begot 10,000 sons who are known as Haryashvas. The reason is he wanted to fill the entire universe as quickly as possible with the different variety of population. So as a result of that, he was begetting children in thousands. Yeah, probably please. Okay. So it is like that. So empowered by illusory energy of Lord Vishnu, Prajapati Daksha begot 10,000 sons called Haryashvas in the womb of Asikni. So now he has a big task at hand. He has to populate 10 lokas, not like 10 villages or 10 cities. Bhuloka, Borloka, Sargaloka, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, all the way up to Patala. 10 lokas have to be populated. He has a big task on his head and he wants to do as quickly as possible. So at one go, he got 10,000 sons. And then, as a normal rule, just like any father does, sending the children to Gurukul and also doing something more than Gurukul. He is doing the same thing. Aprutak dharma shilaste. Shwetaganga Mataji, would you like to recite?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'll recite. Apratak dharmashilaste
Sarvadakshayana nrpa.
sarve dakshayana nripa
Pitra prokta praja sarge.
pitra prokta praja sarge
Pratichin paryayurdisham.
pratichim prayayor disham. My dear king, all the sons of Prajapati Daksha were alike in being very gentle and obedient to the orders of their father. When their father ordered them to beget children, they all went in the western direction.
Yeah. O king, all the sons of Prajapati Daksha of similar good character. Aprutak dharma shilasya. Prutak means different, alag alag. Aprutak dharma, matlab all these 10,000 sons are like people who will stand in the same path. They don't have difference of opinion. They don't have different opinions. All of them have one opinion. They are like, all of them are like, yeah, one person only. Like 10 prajas are called as Samadharma Shila. So they are of same nature. Same way, these people are also same nature. Being ordered by their father to create population, they went in the western direction. Pratichim Paryayur Disham. So Pratichim means west. Prak means east. In Sanskrit, that's how they use. So they went in the western direction. So where they went will be mentioned in the next verse. Wait. First of all, will they beget children or not? Will let us see. Through Daksha only, all the lokas will be populated. But by whom after Daksha? We'll understand. That is the entire sixth canto. Wait. Don't get into all that. Let us see what happens. Next, where exactly they went in the west? Tatra Narayana Sarastirtham.
Tatra Narayana.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji. Tatra Narayana Sarastirtham.
Tatra Narayana Saras Tirtham.
Sindhu Samud Tirtham Sindhu Samudrayo.
Tirtham Sindhu Samudrayo.
Sangamo Yatra Samaham.
Sangamo Yatra Samahan.
Munisiddha Nishevitam.
Munisiddha Nishevitam. In the west, where the river Sindhu meets the sea, there is a great place of pilgrimage known as Narayan Saras. Many sages and other advanced in spiritual consciousness live there.
So in the western direction, where they went? They went in the west, where the river Sindhu meets the ocean. Like in the east, we have Mother Ganga meeting the ocean. We call it as Ganga Sagar Mela. Ganga meets the ocean in the east. Like that, Sindhu river meets the ocean in the west. Sindhu coming from Himalayas goes through Afghanistan, Pakistan, and then Rajasthan, Gujarat, enters into the same ocean, Arabian Ocean. So where the Sindhu meets the sea, there is a great place of pilgrimage known as Narayana Saras, inhabited by many advanced sages. In the west, there is a great holy place called Narayana Saras, where the river joined the ocean. Obviously, without blessings, we should not start anything. Even for a small Bhagavatam class also, we offer prayers to seek the mercy of the Guru Parampara. So they are going to do a wonderful task. So they are going to lead the entire life. They are going to become the kings now, and they can't do it ordinarily. They have to go to a holy place and take the blessings of the Supreme Lord and great sages there, and then they come back and empowered and do that. Their desire is such a strong desire.
Yeah.
Not only for progeny, but for any task, it is recommended that we should take blessings and then begin the task. So that one is that the one who is doing that is the task is empowered, and the task will also have the blessings of all the acharyas from the Lord, and it will become complete. Yeah, these are all like previous ages, not Kali Yuga. These are all people, most of the past times might be for Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga. So they are very accustomed to do tapasya for anything, for any small thing, for them tapasya. For us, visiting a temple, we go for darshan. For anything before, like January 1st, we see this January 1st, so many people came to this temple. Even Janmashtami also, they were saying that not so many people came. Janmashtami. Yeah, that like people have that kind of belief. Okay, this new year is coming up. Let us take blessings of the Lord. Auspicious beginning. So for Kali Yuga, visiting temple is like tapasya for previous yugas. But see, those who come on January 1st, how many other times they will come in the year? How many other times they will come? You can count on the fingers. Maybe within maybe single digit, we can say. Yeah, they will say, many people say that every Janmashtami without fail, will go to temple. That means only go on Janmashtami, not other times. So like that, we can count on the fingers. So like that. So at least something is better than nothing, so they are doing something. Like that, we have to appreciate. But this. That we don't know. How exactly it happened, we don't know. But as I mentioned, Daksha felt I need to do things faster mode. So because he is like taskmaster. Only one wife. See now, sometimes now we cannot apply our human logic on these devatas. These are like devata beings. Now we cannot apply our human logic. So they are beyond our. That's why some of our Bhagavatam speaker they say that 10,000 one after the other 10,000 children. But it is not like that. All 10,000 were born together. They are like twins. 10,000 twins. What we can say, we cannot say twins, but उनके लिए बर्थ होता है तुरंत और उनका जन्म भी होता है ग्रोथ भी होता है तुरंत एक मुहूर्त में अंदर होता है they don't have the nobody has to maintain them, they themselves are self-maintained afterwards. It is not that parents have to take care of them, so many children have to take care of them, that problem is not there. So as soon as they are born, they become 16 years old. So then immediately the father is sending them, okay, go to forest and person the person come back. So it's so we cannot apply our human rules upon them. That's why sometimes it becomes difficult to comprehend. That's why this place is called Bharatavarsha. We discussed about why it is called Bharatavarsha. Okay, we'll go ahead. Tad upasparshana
Tad uparsana sat eva
Vinirduta malashaya
vidirduta malayasa
Dharme paramahamse cha
dharme paramahamse cha
Protpanna matayopyuta
protpanna matayo pyuta
Te pire tapa vevogram
te pire tapa evogram
pitra deshena yantrita
pitra deshena yantritah
praja vivruddhaye yattam
praja vivarde
devarshistan dadarshah.
Devarshistandadarshaha. Translation. In that holy place, the Haryasvas began regularly touching the lakes, water, and bathing in them. Gradually becoming very much purified, they became inclined towards the activities of Paramahamsas. Nevertheless, because their father had ordered them to increase the population, they performed severe austerities to fulfill his desire. One day, when the great sage Narada saw those boys performing such fine austerities to increase the population, Narada approached them.
So where they went? In the western direction, where the Sindhu river is meeting the ocean. So what is there? What is the specialty of that place? In that holy place, the Haryasvas purified by touching the lake's waters and bathing in them and inclined toward the activities of the Paramahamsas. Just by being there, just by being regularly taking bath and doing achaman and living adjacent to that water, Narayana area, they developed that inclination for the activities of Paramahamsas. Whatever activities Paramahamsas would do, they are inclined to do the same activities. And hence, what are the activities of Paramahamsas? Severe tapasya. No Shrivanam Kirtanam. You are still in Kali Yuga. Come to Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga. They perform severe austerities. Narada saw them as they were intent upon increasing the population as ordered by their father. Here there is a dilemma. Daksha sent them to Narayanasaras to perform tapasya, come back and get married and beget children. But they have gone there and they have assumed the nature of Paramahamsas. Who are Paramahamsas? Those are like sannyasis, those are beyond worldly rules and regulations. And Narada Tatra, these people are like Paramahamsas. And their father is wanting them to come back, come home and get married and do household activities and take care of the world. And it's like long time to go. So Narada Muni was inspired to talk to them. Immediately came there. Yata Itta means endeavoring. So Narada Muni thinking, why should these sons, 10,000 Haryasvas, who are pure-hearted and qualified for liberation, they are already qualified for liberation. They don't have to go through all these rules and regulations of this world. They are already on the platform of the Paramahamsas. They are now ready to go back to Godhead. So why they have to take to the path of karma and the order of their father? After giving them conventional teachings, I will liberate them. Not even thinking that they are already in the Paramasara range. Now, if they go home, they have to perform household order, all the responsibilities, and then they have to renounce household order. They practice austerities, and they become vanaprasthas, and then sannyasis, and then paramahamsas. Along the way, they are already Paramsa stage. Why they have to go to the circle again? Circle again comes to the same point. They are already there. So Narada Muni was inspired to come to and talk to them some combination teachings so that they will be liberated. Thus, the merciful Narada spoke enigmatic, metaphorical words to them. Since they are highly intellectual, Narada Muni did not tell directly what to do and what not to do. He spoke in an enigmatic way. You have not read Mahabharata. This is what I want to tell. Upload thoda सामने आइए. Whatever you speak, it will be recorded. Otherwise, it will not record. Why he not speak directly? Generally, when two intellectual people are speaking, they don't speak directly. They always speak indirectly. See, for example, Narada Muni spoke to Prachina Barhi. Did he use direct language? He did not use. And Vidura spoke to Yudhishthira Maharaj when Pandavas were sent to Varnavad by Duryodhana and his party. Duryodhana and Dushasana, all this, but Shakuni and all, they wanted to burn Pandavas alive. But Vidura told something to Yudhishthira Maharaj in a secret way. See? No, that's what I'm saying. You're not understanding. Intelligent people speak in a different language. Only they will understand, others will not understand. Very like, since it is secret. Raja Vidya, Raja Guyam, Pavitra Mudamuttamam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda were also speaking. And the bank of Godavari in Kovur. Ordinary people cannot understand what they are speaking. He is speaking about Nishkama Karma Yoga, Varnashram Dharma, this, that. He says Yeho For normal people who are after Varnashram duties, they will say that these people are gone mad. What else is there better than Varnashram Dharma? And they are telling Yeho looks like they are out. They are out of their they are like mad people. It's like that. So we can't understand. Only they will understand. Yeah, let us see. You tell me what is the meaning of this? Huh? That means we are not intelligent. So what? Even if we read translation, we can't understand. This translation, not the future translations. So, what was that enigmatic word spoken by Narada Muni? So, in this, he talks about 10 points. 10 points in a secret way. Uvacha chatta Haryasvas katam srakshata vai praja adrishtvantam bhuvo yuyam Alisha Batapalaka Tataika Purusham Rashtram Bilam Chadrishta Nirgamam Ahurupam Striyam Chapi Pumam Sam Pumshalipatim Nadim Ubayato Vaham Pancha Panchadbhutam Gruham Kvachid Kachid Dvamsam Chitrakatam Kshaurapavyam Swayam Brahmi.
The man who lives there is her husband. In that kingdom, there is a unique flowing in both ways. A wonderful moon made of particular material. A slash that vibrates every sound. An automatically revolving object made of sharp razors and you have not seen all this, and therefore your inexperienced world without advancement. How then you clearly present?
Yeah. So he's going to tell about 10 points. Narada Muni is saying that, oh Haryasvas, why should you create progeny, though you are a princess? So they may say that we are a princess, our father ordered so. Then Narada Muni is saying that you are inexperienced and have not seen the end of this earth. I put the points accordingly, it will be discussed later on 1 to 10. 10 comes first. So, though your father told, but you don't understand whether your father. So, you don't understand who is your real father. You're talking about our father told us to come here and perform austerities and go back home and get married. Which father are you talking about? Though you are princess, you are inexperienced. Balisha Bata Palaka, and have not seen the end of this earth. You have not seen the end of this earth. There is one kingdom where only one man lives. See, is telling that why you are inexperienced? You have not seen the entire earth. Just now you are being born, and you have been sent for austerities. You don't know anything about this earth only. And in this earth or beyond this earth, there is a kingdom where only one male lives, no other population. And there is a hole from which, having entered, no one emerges. In that kingdom, there is a hole. Having gone inside, no one comes back. Yad gatva na nivartante. There is a woman with many forms. There is one woman who changes her forms again and again. And there is one man, husband of that unchaste woman. There is a river flowing in both directions. Generally, we see river. ऊपर से नीचे चलता रहता है. That's why river is called Nimnaga. Nimna means that is lower side. That which goes lower side. That is called Nimnaga. Nimnaganam yata Ganga. Devanam Achuto yata. Vaishnavanam yata Shambhu. Purananam idam tata. So like that. So then one river goes in both directions, and then a wonderful home made up of 25 elements. Pancha Panchadbhutam Gruham. And then there is a swan that vibrates various sounds. Swan only gives one sound, but here the swan gives multiple sounds. And finally, an automatically revolving object made of sharp razors and thunderbolt. Kalachakar, something like that. Automatically revolving object made up of sharp razors and thunderbolts. So you know about all these things. If you know about all these things, you are in knowledge. If you don't know, you are inexperienced. So kindly understand, contemplate upon this and understand, and do the needful what you are supposed to do. So like that, Narada Muni gave them a riddle. They have understood, but we cannot understand. So for our benefit, Sukadeva Goswami will explain the meaning of that. Oh. Oh. No. Next verse is all about that only. Next 10 verses, verse number 11 to 20. How a child will understand that needs to be eaten. Child after a child is born keeps crying. Hungry, hungry, hungry. So that is there. That is the hunger of the child. Same way for these people, they are so elevated. For them, the hunger is tapasya. So something like that. Oh, Haryasvas, how will you create progeny when you have not seen the end of the earth? One should not say that this statement will be fulfilled on its own later when they are ruling the earth. So Narada Muni said that you have not seen the earth completely. I'm thinking, when we become kings, we will see the entire earth. They may say like that, but it's not that. You are actually foolish because you are very young. You don't know. Though you are protectors of the people, you are foolish. How disappointing it is. Palaka bata balisha. Though you may claim that we are the protectors, we are the rulers, we are going to be the kings of this entire Bhumandala. But you are so ignorant. You don't know the end of the earth only. What you will rule. You don't understand what it is about. Can you rule? Don't know what it is. The same, this continues all the way up to 9th verse. How will you create, not knowing about that place with one man, a country and a whole? There is a river flowing in both directions. Without understanding these things, how can you rule the entire earth? There is an astonishing house made up of 25 elements. One may think that, okay, the Puranjana, there also we were discussing about the entire city and all. So 25 elements means normally the body. But here in this section, this is Lord Vishnu. He is called an astonishing house because the devotees can remain in the 25 elements since they take on spiritual qualities by the mercy of the Lord. From our point of view, based on the Bhagavad Sankhya, 25 elements mean the material elements. The material body is made up of the 25 elements, 24 plus Pradhana, we can say. But here in this section, Narada Muni is telling he is using the same 25 elements for Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu has a transcendental form. Lord Vishnu has a transcendental abode, which is called as 25 elements, the form of 25 elements. We'll see when we come to that section, future verses in detailed understanding. We'll see. There is a sharp object made of razors and thunderbolts. So all these things will be explained one after the other from 11th verse onwards. Every point will be explained in detail, what it means and what the Haryasvas have understood. Sukadeva Goswami will help us understand. Yeah, it will be. It is one of the 10 points. No, it will come. Katam swapitu radesham. All of you can recite together.
Katam swa
Avidvamsho vipaschita.
avidvamsho vipastitaha.
Anurupam avijnaya.
Rupam avijnaya.
Aho sargam karishyata.
Aho sargam karishyata. Alas, your father is omniscient, but you do not know his actual order. Without knowing the actual purpose of your father, how will you create progeny?
Katam swa pitur adesham. Which father's adesh you are want to follow? If people said that get married and beget children, which father's order you are following? First of all, how will you create? Not knowing the instructions of your father, who is knowledgeable, will not seeing these things. While not seeing these things, which father's instructions you are talking about? So like that. Vipaschita means omniscient. Your father is actually omniscient. So Sri Sukha Uvacha. Those were the verses spoken by Narada. So now Sukadeva Goswami will explain the meaning of these verses. Sri Sukha Uvacha. Tannishamyataryashva औत्पत्तिकमनीषया वाचं कूतं तु देवर्षे स्वयं विमर्शुर्दिया. Hearing these enigmatic words, was Kuta Vacham. Kuta Vacham means enigmatic words of Narada Muni. The Haryasvas considered those words with their natural intelligence because they are vipaschita. In the previous words, it said they are vipaschita. And then Vimam Rushur. They are particularly analyzed what is the meaning of those enigmatic words, and they understood, and they did something which no one has imagined. That will be explained later on. But before that, what they have understood, we need to understand. Vacham Kutam means words which appear to have another meaning. The 10 items mentioned by Narada are explained in 10 verses, 11 to 20, to understand their meaning clearly. So now from 11 to 20, we will see one point. What is the meaning of each one of those points mentioned by Narada Muni? The first one, Bhukshetram. Bhukshetram Jiva Sangam Yat Anadi Nija Bandhanam Adrushva Tasya Nirvanam Kimasat Karma Birbhaved. So basically, what Daksha instructed them to follow is Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga means following the proper order. Brahmachari, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi, and then attain Saitya. That is the principle of Nishkama Karma Yoga. Because Daksha is the teacher of Nishkama Karma Yoga. For him, following Nishkama Karma Yoga is all in all. Because he is the teacher. He is teaching it. And he will be aware with it. So he wanted that to happen. So on the contrary of that, Narada is teaching Bhakti Yoga. Jnana Mishra Bhakti. So let us see. Not seeing the end or not seeing the destruction of the subtle body, which you call the earth of the Jiva, which causes bondage without beginning. What will be the result of performance of Karma Yoga? If you simply performing Karma Yoga after Karma Yoga, Karma Yoga after Karma Yoga, what is the use? If you don't understand how this Bhukshetram, how this subtle body will come to an end, without understanding that in the body in which you are living in the subtle body, which is the cause of bondage and which has no beginning. Anadi Nijabandhanam, that bondage caused when we don't know, long back. So without understanding that, by doing Karma Yoga, what do you achieve? So like that, Narada is doing. So try to understand what is the end of this earth. This is the answer to that. The point is not seeing the end of earth. End of earth means like literally, if you see, there is a land, you should know the length and breadth of that. But here, the earth is subtle body. Not understanding how and when this subtle body is going to end. How long you want to continue Karma Yoga? That is the point. So if you understand what is the means of ending the subtle body, it is better to follow that. Why you want to follow Karma Yoga? Then, because the reason is the subtle body is the cause of Anadi Bandhanam. Anadi Bandhanam. Timeless bondage. Wait. I'll take your question. Earth refers to the subtle body, the cause of bondage without beginning for the soul. Nirvana means destruction by knowledge. How this causeless bondage, how this timeless bondage can be destroyed? By knowledge. What can result from insubstantial Karma Yoga will come. If you simply, instead of taking knowledge, which help you to cut through this bondage, if you simply follow Karma Yoga, which is the cause of bondage, what do you want to attain? Like that. Rather, you should try to destroy karma by following jnana. Because jnana causes the destruction of bondage. Karma increases bondage, jnana cuts the bondage. So which one you are supposed to follow? So like that. He's telling. Yes, ma'am. Everything put together. Gross body, what is this? Gross body will stay with you only for a few years. 80 years, उसके बाद चला जाएगा. The subtle body will follow the soul until one gets liberation. The bondage is actually caused by subtle body only. The mind only causes bondage, not the gross body. Even this hand is there, it is not there. It does not. Gross body. Gross body is only an instrument. If you don't have this instrument is not working, you will take another instrument. But your desire to do activity is stemming in mind only. Mind. So mind is the cause of bondage. So in that way, subtle body is the real cause of bondage. Yeah, when Jiva comes to material world, the subtle body is given to Jiva. When Atma comes in, subtle body is given. Only at the time of liberation, subtle body is removed. But gross bodies come and go. Gross bodies are like changing our clothes. Every day we wear new clothes. Gross bodies are like changing our clothes. Every day we change the clothes. But subtle body will be there with us till the time of liberation. It will not leave us. And it is the same subtle body. It will not change. When Jiva comes in material world, subtle body is given. Only when Jiva going out of the material world, subtle body is liberated. Till then it is with the person. No, no. It has a beginning, it has an end. When you are coming into the material world, it has beginning. And when you are going out, it is ending. But we cannot trace when it happened. That's why it is said Anadi. Since we don't know when it has begun, when we came to the material world, who can tell? That is philosophically, it is said like that. See, like parents will say that I'm taking care of you from the beginning of the creation, but you are not becoming responsible. Parents will say sometimes the children are like irresponsibly going here and there. Even when they become 25, 30 years old, the parents will say that when Telugu, we used to hear like that. In Telugu, they say that at the time when the earth was born and you are born, since then I'm taking care of you. Kam se kam ab to sudharo. It's like that. So this is a linguistic understanding. It is like that. Jnana Mishra Bhakti. It is the first point. Don't come to conclusion here. 10 points are there. You need to combine all the 10 points and then it comes. Just remember yourself what all you used to speak to Prachina Barhi. 29th chapter of the 4th canto. How technical it is. Though he is a devotee, but he did not speak any simple bhakti items. So it is like that. They speak like that only because they are not common people. They are highly intellectual people. They need to speak in intellectual language only. But this jnana is not that jnana. The normal jnana, this is jnana in relation to bhakti only. There is one jnana in relation to jnana marga. That is mainly talking about Sankhya. The analysis of this material world in terms of 28 elements. But here this jnana, it is connecting everything in relation to Lord Vishnu, the personal form of Bhagavan. And that's why you see, the Sankhya Bhagavatam analyzes 28 elements. The Sankhya Bhagavad Gita analyzes 2 elements only, matter and spirit. Does not get to so many details. And who is the spirit? Paramatma. Second chapter में कहाँ आता है? Even 13th chapter also in one verse. But overall discussion is all Prakriti Purusha. There is only 2 distinction. Two things only, Prakriti and Purusha. In place only, not every verse. No, basically Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Only 2 things, not many. But in when Bhagavad Sankhya, the Kshetra itself is divided into 24 elements. So that like that. So when Jnana in relation to Bhagavan, only 2 things, Prakriti Purusha. When Jnana in relation to Jnana Marga, 28 elements. So it is like detailed analysis. Yes. Father, Brahmaji.
Also in one sense, following the
Ah.
in one sense, not gelling.
Ah.
They are doing different things.
Hmm.
So if one has do something, now everybody can take them away from that. And of course, yoga is the other thing. But the other thing is also the order of the body. So how do you take them?
No, don't analyze now. Let us go through the entire chapter, then we'll see. Okay, when you go through the entire chapter, you'll understand. At the beginning, only if you ask this question, there is no answer for that. You will go through the entire chapter, then we'll understand something. Why it is so. Matter and spirit. Only 2 divisions. Your Bhakti Shastris. You please tell me. Bhagavad Gita is basically a quick summary of all the different paths that have been mentioned in the Vedas. Quick summary of that has been mentioned in the Vedas. Vedas go into details. Vedas and Upanishads all put together will they go into elaborate details. But in here Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna gives a quick summary of the entire thing, which are very much essential. And also he speaks about something which Vedas do not speak openly. Pure devotional service. Since he's speaking to his intimate devotee. And still he made it confidential. He did not openly speak it. Because only acharyas who know the heart of Krishna can explain Lord Krishna meant like this. Because based on this verse. Otherwise, people have normal meaning only. Literal meaning they will take up. Or they may interpret according to their own philosophical understanding. So like that. The language used in Bhagavad Gita is like that of Upanishads.
Yeah.
That's why we call it Gita Upanishad. But it is coming in the part of Smriti scripture, like Itihasas, Mahabharat. So it is a philosophical dialogue in a Purana Itihasa, in a Panchama Veda. So in that way, it is a bhakti discussion only in that sense. Because Lord Krishna highlights bhakti everywhere. So it is a bhakti scripture. That's why we need Acharya. That's why we need Guru. Without Guru, we cannot understand anything. In the past, many Acharyas wrote commentaries on Bhagavad Gita. They kept Bhakti aside. They gave their own commentaries. And Srila Prabhupada gave a Bhakti commentary from the very beginning to the end, even though it is not Bhakti. Of course, Bhakti is there everywhere. Bhakti is like inherent in everything. So he only focused on the aspect of Bhakti only. That is the greatness of compassionate Acharyas. Other Bhagavad Gitas might have made some intellectuals, some philosophers. So I was telling, I wanted to tell one point. It's like even we attend some conferences, being in IT and all. So how do you understand somebody speaking nicely? Somebody is intellectual. Whatever he says, if you don't understand, he is intellectual. If you understand, then what is his greatness? People come and speak so many things, we can't understand it and tell. So when they speak something in our so-called quote unquote word vocabulary, that shows their vocab, that shows their greatness, their knowledge, their acumen, intellectual acumen and all. So this is how, this is the world now. Yes, Mataji.
Even the Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada has given us in very simple language. But if you read, I had tried reading Radha Krishna, not Radha, J. Krishnamurti, his work, and Chinmayanand. You can't make out anything, Prabhuji. You can't understand one simple shloks also.
Yeah, they need to write like that only. They need to write a hi-fi language, technical language. Then only they will be considered as one among the intellectual beings. If it is simple, you are what? You are speaking simple language. You don't know anything. So
That
this is what now.
It says no, that
Parko Pratishta Shutayo Vibhinna Naso Rushiriyatya Matam na Binnam.
Dharmasya Tattvam Nihitam Guhayam Mahajano Yena Gatha Sapanta. So
they need to come up with their own opinion.
Yes. All right.
All the PhD scientists are like that only. They need to differ from everyone else. No one knows. I only. So it is like that. So let us see. First point. If you, without understanding the end of the subtle body, which is the cause of bondage, and which can be destroyed by knowledge, why you want to follow karma? First point. Then what? Then question might come. So why should I cut the bondage? Friend, is not a problem here. Problem here, friend. But now Narada says, Eka eveshwarasturyo
Ek eveshwarasturyo
Bhagavan swashraya para
Bhagavan swashraya paraha
tamadrishtvad bhavam pumsha
Tvam adrishtva bhavam pumsaha
himasat karma bhavet.
Kim asat karma bhir bhavet. Narad Muni had said that there is a kingdom where there is only one male. The Haryasvas realized the purport of this statement. The only enjoyer is the Supreme Personality of Godhead who observes everything everywhere. He is full of six opulences and fully independent of everyone else. He is never subject to the three modes of material nature, for he is always transcendental to this material creation. If the members of human society do not understand him, the Supreme, through their advancement in knowledge and activities, but simply work very hard like cats and dogs all day and night for temporary happiness, what will be the benefit of their activities?
Prabhupada gives purport in the translation only. So why should I follow jnana? Why should I cut the bondage? Why should I attain liberation? That is the question. Narada Muni is answering. Not seeing or not worshipping the Supreme Lord, who is the one person in the universe, who is beyond the state of waking, dreaming, and deep sleep, and who releases the devotees from bondage. What is the use of insubstantial karma yoga for man? This verse explains there is one kingdom with one person. What is that kingdom? Vaikuntha. And who is that one person? Lord Vishnu. Turiya refers to the fourth state, different from waking, dreaming, and deep sleep states. Eka eveshwaraha turyo Bhagavan swashraya para. Bhagavan and his swashraya. On him is the ultimate. And in the fourth state, is on Turiya platform. He is not part of three modes. The kingdom is the universe. Abhavam means the Lord by whom samsara does not exist for the devotees. So, Saptam Adrishta Abhavam. For one who sees the Lord, there is no samsara. For one who does not see the Lord, there is only samsara. So, you want to see him or want to continue samsara? This is the point. You decide. Narada Muni is giving multiple options. Previously also he gave multiple options. You don't know the end of the earth. That means, do you understand that you are living in a subtle body? Ah, yes. And do you know what is this subtle body? I don't know. It is anadi. It is a cause of bondage. When it is going to end, no one knows. But our father told follow karma yoga. If you follow karma yoga, it will continue. If you follow jnana, it will destroy. It will stop. So two options. Follow or not to follow. And now, why to follow? The reason is there is a kingdom in which there is only one king. If you see that person, your bondage will stop. If you don't see that person, your bondage will continue. You select what you want. So like that. Not seeing the Lord means not perceiving him through worship. One should therefore worship him. So Narada Muni is saying that if at all you have a desire to stop the bondage, samsara, you should endeavor to see him through worship. This is bhakti. Though the dialogue is in terms of jnana, but Narada Muni is telling you have to see him. How can you see him? The means of seeing him is performing bhakti. Since they are Satya Yuga, in Satya Yuga, what is the process of bhakti? Meditation. That's why they are doing meditation. Not Shravanam Kirtanam. That time only tapasya. That is their bhakti that time. Now, abhi tak kiya nahi na. I mean, they are doing it. But they are doing meditation for what purpose? Purpose is to go back and follow the father's instruction. But Narada is telling you have to do the same meditation only for seeing him. Seeing him means full stop to bondage. So like that. Now, third point. Pumam naivaiti yadgatva pila swargam gato yata pratyak dama vidaiha kimasat karma virbhavet. So now, in this material world, one should make all endeavors to see the Supreme Lord. So then what happens? If I see him, what happens? You will go to him. Then what happens? You will not come back from him. Once you go there, you will remain there. Et gatva na nivartante. That's what Narada is telling in such a way that there is a hole from which no one does not return. Having gone there, one will not come back. Therefore, what is the use of insubstantial karmas performed by a person ignorant of the Lord's abode, upon going to which he does not return? Just as one goes to Patala and does not return. Bilasvargam gato yata. Just like one goes to Bilasvarga and does not return. Why? We'll discuss. There is a reason for that. Having gone to the abode of the Lord, one does not return. Just as one does not return from Patala, since one becomes attached to its enjoyment. If you remember what kind of facilities are there in Patala Lokas, so we would like to want to come back. So what is the use of the ignorant person performing karmas? He should strive to attain Vaikuntha. One should make all endeavors to attain Vaikuntha. So it is like that. No. Going to Patala is like an analogy. From world point of view, those who go to Patala, they will not come back. Means they are happy in that enjoyment and they are happy there only. They don't want to come back. So like that, one goes to Vaikuntha, they will never come back. This is only analogy. The worldly people appreciate somebody going to Patala. So in that way. Especially in Kali Yuga. This Bhagavatam is written for Kali Yuga people. Kali Yuga people appreciate wealth. Now people say, what is this morality and all? Somehow or other we need to earn money. Cheating or whatever. What is the Charvaka philosophy? So whether you earn honest means or by dishonest means or by borrowing, drink ghee and be happy. Somehow or other, but drink ghee. Charvaka philosophy. So in that way. There was one kingdom with one person. This verse talks about there is a hole. If you enter that, you will not come back. Like normal bila also. In villages, the bore wells, they dig the bore well, water does not come, they leave it go and go. They don't close it properly. Sometimes the small kids fall into that and it is very difficult to get them back. So like that, once you enter into the bila, it's difficult to come back. Same way it is. नाना रूपात्मनो बुद्धिः स्वैरिणी वा गुणान्विता तन्निष्ठाम् अगस्येह किं तन्निष्ठाम् अगस्येह किमसत्कर्मभिर्भवेत्. Yeah. The woman represents intelligence with many forms, like Puranjani, same way. Absorbed in material objects and endowed with many qualities like learning. What is the use of insubstantial karmas performed by a person who does not discern the good and bad tendencies of the intelligence? If you don't understand this, why do you want to continue karma? How long you will continue karma? This verse explains the woman with many forms. The intelligence keeps changing. Yeah, now let me become engineer. Now let me become businessman. Now let me become this. Let me become that. Keeps proposing new ideas. So there is good profit of returns. Let me invest here. Let me invest there. Let me like that. So many things. The intelligence is absorbed in material pleasure, not in Lord Krishna, and endowed with qualities like beauty, grace, and learning. What is the use of insubstantial karmas performed by a person who does not consider or know the intelligence's attraction for beneficial or detrimental objects? Beneficial means immediate and secondary. Mind intelligence attracts for them only. But ultimately, they are detrimental for one's spiritual progress. Therefore, by discrimination, one should place one's intelligence in Lord Krishna. Kena kena prakarena mana Krishna nivishes. So here in this material world, there is a lady who changes her form. So in this material world, there is someone called intelligence who changes his forms, who changes his ideology every now and then. So like that. Puranjani story to suno na humne. So she caught it immediately. Yes. Hare Krishna, devotees online are following. Any questions?
Yes, Prabhuji, we are following. No question.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji, following.
No, nothing. I just want to take a small break because time is 7:20 now. Please take your prasadam plates. Otherwise, it will get they'll close by 7:30. Their timings are like that. We have a small break. We'll again reassemble in 2-3 minutes. Hare Krishna, devotees are there online? We'll continue.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, sorry. Thank you for joining back. We will continue. Text number 15. Tatsanga Brahmshitaishwaryam
Tatsanga Brahmshitaishwaryam
Samsharantam Kubaryavat
Samsharantam Kubaryavat
Tadgatir Abudasseha
Tadgatir Abudasyeha
Kimasat Karmabir Bhavet.
Kim Asat Karmabhir Bhavet. Narad Muni had also spoken of a man who is the husband of the prostitute. The Haryasvas understood this as follows. If one becomes the husband of a prostitute, he loses all independence. Similarly, if a living entity has polluted intelligence, he prolongs his materialistic life. Frustrated by material nature, he must follow the movements of the intelligence, which brings various conditions of happiness and distress. If one performs fruitive activities under such conditions, what will be the benefit?
So the previous verse talks about a woman who has multiple forms. That is about intelligence, which has multiple attractions. And the next, Narada Muni is going to talk about a man who is the husband, who was very much attached to that woman. Who is that man? The man is the Jiva, who, like a householder with an unfaithful wife, wife means intelligence, loses all his powers in her association. So what is the use of insubstantial karmas performed by a person who does not know his destination? So basically telling that the one who does not know about the woman, one who does not know that oneself is a pet dog under the hands of that woman, by performing karmas, what is the destiny of that person? How does a person know? So like that. So first of all, understand that there is something called intelligence, which is like the Swirini, and Jiva is like her husband, and who is under her control, who is like the pet dog of her. So how can that person, by performing karmas, will get what kind of destiny? It's like that. The Jiva in the material world is like a householder with an unfaithful wife. You are feeling cold? Abuddhasya means ajanata, without knowledge. What is the use of insubstantial karma performed by a person who does not know his destination, such as Svarga or Naraka? So what is the use of performing karmas without understanding where you are going? What kind of destiny you are going to get it in that way? You see, point by point, how things are becoming clear. Srishti apayakarimmayam vela kulanta vegitam mattasyatam avijnasya kimasat karma bhavet.
What is nature? Thus, the river of material nature goes a living entity who unknowingly forms in the river of river is submerged in its waves, and since the current is swifter near the banks of the river, he is unable to get out. What will be the benefit of performing fruitive activities in that?
Yeah. Then Narada said that there is a river which flows in both the directions. Normally, from our middle experience, there is only river that goes in one direction only. But here the river is the material world. The material world can be used for both the purposes, to bondage and to liberation. What is the use of insubstantial karmas performed by a helpless person who does not consider Maya like a river which flows in one direction during creation and in the opposite direction during destruction and flows quickly near the bank? Not for spiritual emancipation. This river goes in both directions because Maya is the river. Maya has both the things: creation, destruction, creation, destruction. So, like that. Maya causes creation and destruction. At the time of creation, the elements flow out one after the other. The elements come out of the Prakriti one after the other. Mahatattva, Ahankara, mind, intelligence, like that. And at the time of destruction, they enter in the reverse order. Elements are coming out, material world is created, and material world is getting destroyed, elements are entering back into Pradhana. Vela means a bank or water. Thus, Vela Kulanta means near the bank. The river flows quickly near the bank. The river flows quickly near the bank. So we are like Tatasa Jiva. We are on the bank. We are neither in the river nor in the marginal potency. Something like that. So basically, the river is very swift. By the time we realize, it is already gone. Something like that. For those who have fallen in samsara, the place to get out refers to austerity and knowledge. But Maya flows quickly there with prominent anger and ego. How Maya is flowing very quickly? Because we are by default have anger and ego. By the time we realize that we have anger and ego, we are on the deathbed. Again, there is destruction and new creation. And in new creation, we are again born with new anger and new ego. And by the time we realize that we have anger and ego, again death. So like that, the life and death going very fast. To prevent the person from getting out, it is very difficult because things are going very fast. Mattasya means the person who had no control because of the speed of the river. The creation and annihilation are happening very fast, very fast. We have no control because the river is very, very, very fast. What is the use of insubstantial karmas performed by a person who does not discern Maya? You want to perform karma? Perform. If you don't know what is Maya is all about, without understanding what Maya is about, what is the use of performing karmas? So like that. Giving up material position, you should try to cross over Maya. For those who understand Maya, they should work for going beyond Maya. So like that, Narada is saying. Maya and material both are same only. Maya means material nature. Maya is material nature. Both are same only. Whatever it is. Then what else? That is the principle of Maya. But Maya in general, Maya means one of the Lord's energy. Like Bhairanga Shakti is called Maya. Bhairanga Shakti is Prakriti. Prakriti is material energy consisting of three modes. Sorry, that way. Devotees online can repeat after me. Pamshavimshati Satvana Tatvanam
Panchavinshati Tattvanam
Purushodbhuta Darpanaha
Purushodbhuta
Adhyatmam Abuddhasyeha
Adhyatmam
Adhyatmam Abhuddhasyeha
Kimasat Karma Bhavet.
Kim
Asat
Asad Karmabhir Bhavet. Narad Muni had said that there is a house made of 25 elements. The Haryasvas understood this analogy. The Supreme Lord is the reservoir of the 25 elements, and as the Supreme Being, the conductor of cause and effect, he causes their manifestation. If one engages in temporary fruitive activities, not knowing that Supreme Person, what benefit will he derive?
The house made of 25 elements is the person controlling the 25 elements. He is an astonishing mirror, Adbhuta Darpana. What is the use of karmas performed by a person who cannot discern the Lord, situated in the Atma as the object of worship? This verse explains the house made of 25 elements, that is Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu is an astonishing mirror. The devotees offer to Lord Vishnu the 25 elements such as Chitta. Wait, I'll tell you. Perhaps in this list, the Jiva is not included and Chitta is added instead to make 25 elements. Entering Lord Vishnu, they become pure, spiritual, and eternal. Giving up the nature of reflections, they take on the qualities of Lord Vishnu, the mirror. This is the astonishing quality of Lord Vishnu as a mirror. The house made up of 25 elements is the person controlling the 25 elements. When there is a house, what do we say? Here is a house, and this house belongs to so and so master. Without master, there is no house. So master is Lord Vishnu. The house is made up of 25 elements. The 25 elements are there in the spiritual world also. They are there in the material world also. We also have 25 elements. He also has 25 elements. But these 25 elements have some significance. Our 25 elements are subject to destruction. Anytime can be destroyed. But when these 25 elements are offered to that person, these 25 material elements becomes 25 spiritual elements. Then these 25 elements become meaningful, substantial, useful, and somewhat worthy objects of discussion. So like that. So in that way, it is said that though the material world is dividing ourselves into 25 material elements with which the universe is formed, the individual bodies are formed, but all these things become significant when they are offered to Supreme Lord. Because these elements under the shelter of Supreme Lord are significant. They are eternal, they are full of knowledge and full of bliss. Without which they are temporary, without knowledge, without bliss. So like that. Like that it is mentioned. Entering Lord Vishnu, they become pure, spiritual, and eternal. That means when we offer our 25 elements to Lord service, that becomes pure and spiritual. If you remember in Bhakti Shastri, we discussed Manmanabha Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. Mame Vesha Satyamte Pratijane Priyosami. Lord Vishnu said that you offer whatever you have with me, I'll offer whatever I have with me. So Manmana means offer your mind. Lord Krishna indicating that offer your mind, intelligence, ahankara, and chetana. And Manmanabha Madbhakto. Madbhakto means become my devotee. That means engage your senses. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam. Engage your jnanendriyas and karmendriyas. And Madhyaji. Worship me with various ingredients. So we use all the ingredients in front of us for our own enjoyment. Instead of use them in the service of Supreme Lord. All the ingredients that are in front of us are nothing but 5 tanmatras. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Engage them in my service. And Mam Namaskuru. Offer your body in prostred obeisance or engage in the service of Supreme Lord, which is made up of Pancha Mahabhutas, earth, water, fire, ether. So in that way, we are supposed to offer all the 24 elements. Along with us, the 25th element, Atma. When all these 25 are offered to Supreme Lord, they all become spiritual. And they have some significance. And then they'll take the qualities of Supreme Lord. That's why they become like the Adbhuta Darpana. Purusha Adbhuta Darpana. So what is the quality of Supreme Lord? Sachitananda. What do you mean by Sat? Chit. Ananda. Currently, this body is eternal, full of knowledge, full of bliss. When this body is offered to Supreme Lord, it becomes eternal. Huh? No, this body can be transformed into spiritual body. How did Dhruva Maharaj go back to spiritual world? To the abode of Lord Vishnu. Same body. Same body when it is offered to Supreme Lord, it can transform into spiritual. Uh, normal understanding is that when it is used only for service of the Supreme Lord, it is spiritual. Because bhakti is nirguna. It is beyond three gunas. So anything engaged in bhakti becomes nirguna. So in that, if it is engaged 24/7, so then only. Normal objects seen in a normal mirror are simply reflections of those objects and do not take up the purity that is in the mirror. So, like basically, the understanding is that when we see in the mirror, we see only reflection of our material body only. So, but when we offer ourselves for the Supreme Lord, ourselves will become spiritual. Then, what we see ourselves is not the way we are now. Right now, we are a person like this. We are still in a mental conditioning. But when we offer ourselves as a Supreme Lord, this body and the personality becomes completely spiritual. Then what we see ourselves is entirely a different person. So seeing in the mirror means offering to Supreme Lord. Like that. What is the use of karmas performed by a person who does not know Lord Vishnu? Existing in the Atma as the object of worship. Therefore, we should offer body and soul to the Supreme Lord. Please see in the mirror. That's what is reading basically. That means please offer yourself unto Supreme Lord. Then you will become spiritual. Because Narada want to negate that karma that is binding you in this material world. Karma. What is the use of? No, this Narada not telling this. These are all Narada gave a hint, but Sukadeva Goswami telling all these things. Sukadeva Goswami is also same category of Narada only. So he is not less than him. So in that way. Even the details are not given what exactly is the inting the 25. So we can add 25 jivas. Normal 24 elements are there, and the 25th is jiva, we can say. 25th can be taken as Pradhana, Prakriti, Pradhana also there, Kala is there, Jiva is there, then Paramatma is there. Na? Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, 4. Paramatma. So better let us keep 25th as Jiva so that along with the Jiva, everything is offered. The entire body along with the Jiva is offered.
We are offering ourselves to the
We are offering ourselves to Supreme Lord. So it's like you give no Atma, you are offering Atma to Supreme Lord. See, my understanding is like this. When you're offering something means so you are giving a gift to someone. Now I am giving this gift to Winipro. Then do you have any proprietor over this gift? Same way, offering oneself to the Lord means one does not have any proprietorship over oneself. Offering means offering, that's all. I am yours. You are my master. I am a sold out person unto you. Whatever you say, I'll follow. I don't have any personal agenda.
For us, yes.
How do you offer things to be done at the moment?
See, now our problem is that we think that we are maintaining ourselves and we also have to maintain our family. We need to maintain our business. We need to maintain our job. We think that we are the doers and we have everything in our control and we are the masters. But the moment when we understand we are not the masters, Lord is the master, then we will be ready to offer ourselves to Supreme Lord. Till then, as long as we think that I'm the controller, I'm the master, I'm a responsible person. So then things will continue like this only. So I understood your intention. How can we do that? How can we, when I said that, we cannot apply because we still hold on to our proprietorship only. We are still thinking ourselves as the maintainer. Are you not? Am I not? I'm still thinking that I'm the speaker of Bhakti Vaibhav classes. That's the problem. Currently, our understanding is on the logic and reasoning. We have not understood actually what is happening. Srivas Tagore has the faith that I'll only 3 claps. If you give me, I will. Otherwise, I'll drown myself into the Ganga. Can you do that? Because you understand that you are a logical man. Okay. How can you say that? It is logical. You have business and you have to do it. You have to work something. Because that much only we can understand. Our level is this much only. You can simply you give it up. You give it up. Give this up means not giving you the business. Give up the idea that I am doing something. I am the maintainer. I am the businessman. I am so and so. Beginning and end. In between. Or I am Pavaneshwar Das. I am Brahmachari. I am maintenance department in charge. This, that, so many things. I am a PhD student. ऐसा budget to निकालना पड़ेगा. कोई एक ही बचेगा. Das. ये not even Pavaneshwar. Only Das बचेगा. दास का कर्तव्य क्या है? जो मास्टर बोलेगा वही करने का. बस उतना है. बोलता है if you become Das, then master will tell. Right now you are thinking you are the boss, then why master will tell? तो उसके लिए बहुत टाइम लगता है. उसके लिए बहुत प्यूरिफिकेशन चाहिए. Jiva comes to this material for what purpose? No. To experience that Ishvara Bhava. In the spiritual world, everything is there. In the spiritual world, you have highest quality of enjoyment for unlimited time period. Not for Jiva is not coming here for enjoyment. Jiva is coming here to experience Ishvara Bhava. Only when we give up the Ishvara Bhava, when you're ready to go back home, back to Godhead. One incident happened recently in one of the Bhagavatam classes. 2 days back, in one Bhagavatam class, one speaker was speaking about Akbar Birbal story. Akbar Birbal, there are so many stories are very famous. Our speakers also quote regularly. Or Bhagavad Gita quote a lot. So Brajmohan Prabhu sent immediately while class is going on, he has sent one article about that. There was no person such as Birbal during the time of Akbar. He was concocted person. And there was a person, but he's like a remote person. He is not a close minister of Akbar. Akbar ministers are Mohammedans. And Birbal name is nowhere mentioned in any of the historian books which are written in the past. But this is a recent thing. Hyderabad was ruled by Nizams. After this Aurangzeb, when he was killed after his death and all, this North India, all the Muslim roads are done. Only South India they are remaining. The Nizams are ruling Hyderabad. And below Hyderabad, we have Krishnadevaraya province. So Krishnadevaraya had 8 ministers. Not ministers, they are like Kavis, Ashtadigajas. They are very famous. Of the 8, there is one witty, Tenali Ramakrishna. So all these stories actually happened between, most of them happened between Krishnadevaraya and Tenali Ramakrishna. They're witty, they regularly used to have conversations and all these things. And these stories are adapted and written by some people, some poets who are sponsored by Nizams in the name of Akbar and Birbal. Obviously, no, Akbar does that only. You see any historian books, every book writes about good only about Akbar. Do you read anything very bad about Akbar? You are in a different world only. Whatever Birbal says, everything in relation to Lord. That means Birbal also, Akbar also accepted Bhagavan. That means indirectly they are telling that our Akbar allowed you Hindus to practice your Hindu Dharma. It is not that. Do you understand? He is the one person who married more than 500 Hindu women. And he promoted. See, before that, they were marrying Hindu women forcefully. But he introduced. Why forcefully? Marry them lovingly. And give them. Why? You marry lovingly only. They will become your wife and their children become simple. Same thing. Principle started from there only. Before that, the people were telling the Babar and all these things, they used to put tax upon those people who maintain Shika. Jizya. So Akbar say, actually they used to convert everyone into Muslim, but Akbar introduced tax. You want to practice Hinduism? Practice, but pay tax. What happens? More Hindus, more Shikas, more tax, more money. If you have more money, you can increase your army. If more army, you can do whatever you want. It is organized plan. Fictional character.
He was
No, he is much more than that. So that the point which I remembered is in one of the conversations at one day, Krishnadevaraya asks, who will go to Vaikunta? Or who can go to Vaikunta? Question is this. Who can go to Vaikunta? In Telugu, the answer is, and everyone was saying so many things, big things. No, it is not very easy to go to Vaikunta when you wanted to practice bhakti or this and that one. So many lifetimes, like we say, na, Janma Antara. Tenali Ramakrishna, he was like very udasin. He did not say anything. So king looked at him. So you want to say something? He suddenly got up. And in Telugu, I don't know exact translation, how to translate it into Hindi and English, but in Telugu it's very simple. Nenu pote pota. That means, if I can go. If I go, I can go. If I go, I can go. So everyone was like awestruck. What audacity do you have to say that you can go? Aram se? Huh? She got it. Say, see that in Telugu the understanding is that I, that ahankara, that ego, when that ego goes out of me, then I'm qualified to go to spiritual world. As long as there is ego with me, I can never ever go to spiritual world. In a language, by literal sense, it is very simple phrase, but it has got a lot of meaning. As
Hare
long
Krishna,
as there is
Prabhuji.
a ego connected to us, we can never go to spiritual world. That ego is actually binding us in spiritual world, the mental identity. So when we give up all the mental identities, only one thing we remain, das. When you become das, you will get the pass. So like that. Yes, Mataji, you are saying something. Sorry.
Prabhuji, I'm not able to get what was the name of the person in Krishna Deva Raya's court?
Tenali
Ramakrishna.
Ramakrishna. Tenali
Uh,
Ramakrishna.
There was to be one serial called Tenali Ram. Was this the same person?
Ah, same person, same person.
Okay.
In Telugu, we used to call, we used to read in the books. He is being called as Vikata Kavi. Vikata Kavi. Even if you read from left to right also, Vikata Kavi. So what they speak is all like that only. They speak something, it means something else. The direct meaning of the word or phrase or sentence would be something, but the meaning of that would be very deep, very grave, and very profound. Like that. All these Akbar Birbal stories originate from them only. So most of the stories are the real-time things, and other stories are made up. It's like that. This is all sponsored propaganda by Nizams. Simple. There are two ways. One, you fight and conquer. Second one, that was when there was monarchy. Now there is democracy. Democracy means majority wins. So become majority. Simple. In Tamil Nadu, in one village, recently court case was there. So when they were minority, they were calm. When they became majority, and they said this temple bell ringing, all these things are making a lot of noise, making nuisance. They should stop all these things. The court case, it went to court. Chennai High Court. High Court dismissed the entire case. What is this? The bell is ringing for so many generations. It is not coming new now. So, but because it was dismissed in the court, because today the court has some favorable personalities, and tomorrow, who knows? Bolega, Shiva. Aishwaram Shastra Musrujya Bandha Mokshanu Darshanam Vivikta Padam Ajnaya Kimasat Karma Birbhavet.
The word English and this what will be
Yeah. What is the use of insubstantial karmas for a person who giving up scriptures which describe the Lord and illustrate bondage and liberation, does not know the conclusions mentioned in their using inflected words. This verse talks about the meanings of the swan who speaks. The swan has multiple sounds. That was the phrase used in the original. The swan generally makes one sound only, but the same swan, here this swan makes multiple sounds. That means there is one Shastra only, but the Shastra has multifaceted meanings. Because one part of the Shastra says karma is the best, other part it says jnana is the best, other part it says yoga is the best, other part it says bhakti is the best. So we need to take out some effort to understand what is really best. So otherwise what happens? Giving up scriptures which describe the Lord and illustrate bondage and liberation does not know the conclusions mentioned there using inflected words. If some person is inspired by the flowery words of the Vedas, what will happen? Yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadanti avipachita Vedavad artha partha na anyat artiti. This is the essence of the Vedas. There is nothing else. Such kind of people only say karma, karma, karma. What do you gain by karma? If you don't understand the real essence of the Vedas. So like that. The swan refers to the scriptures which speak about the Supreme Lord. Scriptures ultimately point out Supreme Lord. Sarvasya chaham pradisannivishto matta smriti jnana vapohanam cha Vedesha sarve. Ultimate conclusion of the Vedas is to know the Supreme Lord, not to stop at the karma. So like that. Bondage and also they speak about bondage and liberation. They are illustrated by attractive talks. This is the meaning of Chitrakatham. The swan refers to having the ability to distinguish Atma from non-Atma. Why Shastra is compared to swan? Because swan has the ability to distinguish milk and water. And Shastra will make us enlightened in distinguishing Atma and non-Atma. If we really take shelter of Shastra, just as the swan distinguishes milk from water. The inflected words are endowed with proper conclusions. Taking faith in the scriptures, worship the Lord in order to attain liberation. So basically, from an external point of view, the words may seem to be talking about karma, maybe glorifying karma. But if you go deeper into the words, there you will understand the real conclusions are Bhakti and Bhagavan. So like that. So become a swan while reading the Shastra. So like that. Next, Kalachakra. Kalachakram Brahmitikšnam Sarvam Nishkarshaya Jagat Patantram Abudasyeha Kimasat Karma Birbhavet. What is the use of insubstantial karmas performed by a person who does not recognize the independent wheel of time rotating relentlessly, destroying the whole universe? This verse talks about the rotating object with razors and thunderbolts. The wheel of time is described as having razors or thunderbolts because time gives fear. It is described as rotating because time is always moving. It is described as sharp because it destroys harshly. Why do you not worship the Lord, since tomorrow or next day you will die? We may say that, no, I have long life, I will worship the Lord when I become old. What is the guarantee? Time can kill you tomorrow only. What is the guarantee? So like that. He is creating fear. And finally, is the 10th point. Shastrasya pituradesham yona veda nivartakam katam tad anurupaya guna vishrambi upakramet.
does not know the purpose. The words of the Bhakti Vaibhav.
So why have you come here? Our father told us come here and perform austerities. Why? And to go home and get married and beget children, rule the kingdom. Then no. Is that the ultimate instruction? So from that point of view, first of all, you understand who is your real father and what is the real instruction of your real father. Which one should be followed in that way? So you do not know the order of your father. First of all, you don't know who is your father, real father. And how can you know the order of your real father? Like that Narada is saying. How can one entangled in the path of enjoyment who does not know the instruction of the scripture, which is the real father? The instruction of the scripture is the real father, and which teaches liberation, engage in following the scriptures. The father is not the person who impregnates, but the scriptures. That order of that father is to stop material existence, not to continue it. If you do not know this instruction to stop material life, how can you commence to follow its instructions? Your father has given you an instruction to perform austerities, come home, get married, beget children. Did your father spoke about how to get liberation? So what is the ultimate instruction? How to get liberation? That will be spoken by Shastra. Shastra is your real father. Your faith in the instructions to follow the path of material enjoyment. You should follow the real order of scriptures. That is your real father, which is the path of renunciation. You are actually following the order of your father, who is instructing you follow on the path of bondage. Instead, try to understand who is your real father and follow the instruction of your real father. That is path of liberation. You do not incur sin. Then they say that no. If we follow the order of this father, Shastra, then what will happen to that father? And what will happen to us who are ignoring that father's instruction? Will commit sin. Then Narada says that you do not incur sin by not following the instructions of Daksha, which are not according to the purport of the scriptures, since he is not a real father. Now, from normal, not in this context, normal context also, who is the father of Atma? Who is the father of subtle body? Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma gives a subtle body. And who is the father of gross body? Father, mother and father. First time Brahma gave us, and later on the parents are giving us. So this time the gross body is given by these parents. Next life, some other parents. Next life, some other parents. And ultimately, the subtle body is given by Brahma. As long as we are in the material world, Brahma is our subtle body giver. But in the material, outside material, who is our father? Supreme Lord. And because parents are also part of, and the parents' body is also part of Prakriti only. In that way, they are the medium of Prakriti. The question is, so whose instruction one should follow? So now three fathers are there. So three fathers' instructions are there, but whose instruction becomes which instruction supersedes others? There is ultimate father. So from the point of view, you do not incur sin by not following the instructions of Daksha, who is the father of your gross body. Not even subtle body, not even the soul, but only the gross body. And which are not according to the purport of the scriptures. And the instruction of your Daksha father is not according to Shastra. Matlab, Shastra is also talking about karma, but Shastra also talks about bhakti, which is the topmost instruction. And your father, your biological father, is not giving the topmost instruction, since he is not a real father. Therefore, taking Vishnu mantra from me, sitting in a quiet place, worship Lord Vishnu. This is the indication. If you remember Bhagavad Gita, what is that verse? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja. Why Lord Krishna is saying that? Next line, he will say that Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Ishchan Mascha. By default, one who has taken birth in this material world, we are obligated to practice all the dharmas. There is no excuse for that. But Lord Krishna gives an excuse. If you surrender to me completely, giving up all the dharmas, from the Shastra point of view, it is actually a great sin. But since you have surrendered to me, I'll take care of that. Lord Krishna takes the responsibility of our excuses. But Lord Krishna does not say that, you have become devotee, I'll give up everything. Not like that. If you surrender to me completely, in your surrender, if other dharmas are coming as an obstacle, then give them up. I will take care. Because giving them up is certainly a sin, even for a devotee also. But Lord will take care of the sins of devotees. So here, three fathers are there. Gross body father, subtle body father, and Atma father. If you follow the instruction of Atma father, the sin of neglecting the instruction of gross body father, subtle body father will be taken care by Atma father. So what to do? Something we have to connect. I mean, I don't know. I see. I mean, this is my understanding. While reading this, I understood like that. Even for Bhakti Shastri class also, we discussed this. For anything, giving up something means what we are supposed to do. It is actually a sin. That's why I tell people, ask, we have already devotees, why do we need to perform Shraddha rites, all this? It is a duty. Do it. Unless until we don't have time to do that, not because we are office work, but because see, I'm so much involved in chanting, hearing and reading. So I don't have time to do that, then it's okay. But not because I'm busy with office work and busy with business, I don't have time to do that. That is not at all accepted. So like, because the business given to you by your father only, and we don't have time to express our gratitude to that father. So like that. So here Narada is saying like this. So now your question is answered. Iti vyavasita rajan Haryasva ekachetasa prayayustam parikramya pantanam anivartanam. O king, the Haryas was firmly convinced, reaching the same conclusion, circumambulated Narada and followed the path by which one never returns to this material world once again. With whatever intention Narada Muni spoke in an enigmatic way, the 10,000 Haryasvas understood the same thing, because Haryasvas are on the same intellectual part, because they are compared to Paramahamsas. So they could understand that intellectual words. We cannot understand, but they can understand. Entirely convinced, they all had the same opinion. They are all Samadharma Shila. Aprutak Dharma. Everyone understood similarly. It is not that they discussed, which is here. Yeah, this is my understanding. You get it? You get it? Not like that. Everyone thought. Everyone understood same thing. Then, circumambulating Narada, they went into the forest, onto the path of never return. Pantanam anivartanam. Vartan means come back. Anivartanam means no, not coming back. So circumambulated Narada Muni means they accepted Narada Muni as their guru and accepted mantra from him, and they went in the forest. Drank his foot water and offered full obeisances as well. So they accepted Narada Muni and took initiation from him. They went into the forest and they never came back. Daksha is waiting at home. My sons will come, my sons will come, my sons will come. Sarva Brahmani Nirbhata Rishikesha Padambuje akandam chittam aveshya lokan anucharan munihi. Narada traveled through the planets, all these abodes, observed continuously in the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Nirbata Rishikesha Padambuje. His mind is completely absorbed in the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, whom he revealed through 7 notes of spiritual sound. Narada Muni can play on his veena on 7 notes. Narada drowned in an ocean of bliss. Oh, all these persons were delivered from hell. I will glorify the Lord using my veena. Narada Muni was absorbed in the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, who attracts all the senses, Rishikesha, who was revealed by singing his pastimes in 7 notes of spiritual sound. So Narada Muni was very happy that at one go, in small talk, 10,000 jivas are on the way back to spiritual world. He is in bliss. Big number. Because now it is Kali Yuga, that time it was Satya Yuga. And the speaker is Narada Muni. And the hearers are on the platform of Paramhamsas. They are not on the platform of roadside. So, any questions from online devotees? Hare Krishna?
No, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, no Prabhuji.
Nasham nishamya putranam Narada Shilasalinam Anvatapyaka Socha Anvakapyataka Sochan Suprajaswam Suchampadam. Hearing about the loss of his sons of good character because of Narada, Daksha then lamented and he thought that having good sons was a cause of sorrow. Having good and obedient sons, the obedient sons obey everyone. They obeyed me and they obeyed Narada also. So this is the son should be like thoda katta katta hona chahiye. If they are obedient, they will obey everyone. That's what brahmachari parents also say that same thing. So this person is obeying to us till now. Now he is obeying the temple and is forgotten us. So like that. Till now he was like the son behind mother's shari. But today he's not coming home only. Like mother will scold like that only. For the householder becoming a Vaishnava is a loss. Daksha then lamented. Oh, all my good sons have been bewildered by Narada. He lamented that having good sons was a cause of sorrow. He wailed. Persons destined for sorrow and lamentation have good sons. The persons who are destined to get misery will have good sons, because the good sons will not stay with them for long. They ultimately give misery. So like that, Daksha was lamenting for the loss of his, not 1 son, 2 son, 10,000 sons. He had a big plan. So his plan was upset. Okay, this Sabuya Panchajanyayam Ajena Parisantvita Putran Ajanayat Daksha Savalasvas Sahasrina. Pacified by Brahma. Brahma came and pacified him, my dear son, please don't worry. It's okay, it happens sometimes, and what can be done? Destiny is superior to our plans. So what can be done? Sometimes we have to surrender to destiny. So then Daksha begot 1,000 sons, named Savalasvas, in the womb of his wife Panchajani. This time he begot 1,000. They were known as Savalasvas and numbered 1,000. So then what happened? As a obedient father, again send them to same place, same Narayan sir. Not here, there, and just do that and come back. From our point of view, taking risk. From Daksha's point of view, we thought it is my duty. But from Daksha's point of view, one should follow all things. Pakka. He's like Pakka man. We don't want anything to go here left and right. This is the rule stated by our predecessors. We need to follow that rule only. So that's yeah, he might have told that also. Te cha pitra samadishta praja sarge dritavrata narayana sarojagmor yatra siddha swapurvaja. In accordance with their father's order to beget children, the second group of sons, the Savalasvas, to undertake great vows of austerity also went to Narayana Saras, where their brothers had previously attained perfection. Yatra Siddha Swapurvaja. They have gone there. They also doing same thing. They met with other sadhus and they understood what they are to do. They are taking bath every day 3 times in the same Narayana Saras and performing their tapasya. Tad upasparshana Vinirduta Malashaya Japanto Brahma Paramam Te Pustatra Mahattapaha. Purified of all contamination in the heart by touching that water, they chanted the supreme mantra and underwent severe austerities. They were already initiated, they were already know what to do. So they were doing it. Every day, daily, without fail, they are taking bath in the waters and then whatever mantra they know, that they are chanting. So what mantra they are chanting? That is explained in the next verse. Abhakshakat chinmasan katichin vayu bhojana aradayan mantramimam abhyasantai daspatim. Om namo narayanaya purushaya mahatmane vishuddha sattva dishnaya mahamsaya dhimahi. The last 2 lines are the mantra which they are chanting regularly. They are meditating while chanting this mantra because Daksha chanted Amsagya prayers and they are chanting this mantra which also has Amsa within their mantra. Om Namo Narayanaya Purushaya Mahatmane Vishuddha Sattva Dishnaya Mahamsaya Dhimahi. Taking only water for some months, like Dhruva Maharaj. Ab Bakshan Katchin Masan. For few months, they were only taking little water for their survival. And taking only air for some months. Later on, next months, they are not even taking water, they are only taking air only, nothing else. They worship the Lord of mantras, using the following mantra. What is the mantra? I offer respects to Lord Narayana, the Supreme Person, Purushaya, Mahatmane, the Supreme Soul, Mahatmane, the Supreme Soul, the abode of pure Sattva, Vishuddha Sattvaya, Dishnaya. I made it on the great swan, Mahamsaya Dhimahi. So this mantra they were chanting. See their austerities. Their elder brothers also might be following the same thing. There it was not mentioned. But whatever they did, now they are doing, their elder brothers also might have done the same thing. Drinking only water for some months, only eating water, breathing air some months, and then chanting this mantra. Om Namo Narayana. Dhruva chanted Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. They are chanting Om Namo Narayana. That's why they are on the platform of Paramahamsas. That's why they chanted Om Namo Narayana, Narada came. Just like Ajamila chanted Narayana, Vishnudas came. So they will be attracted. Paramatma attraction. If we do chant properly, Narada will come. The same way, the 10 Prajatas were going to forest to worship Lord Vishnu. Lord Shiva came. If a devotee is pure, they will attract pure devotees. We have so many examples. Parikshit Maharaj was pure at heart. He was feeling so much regret that what is this? I'm not supposed to do like this. Why did I do? Let I get the reaction immediately. Not in my kingdom, not in my family, but let I alone suffer for the mistake I have done. He was regretful, he was taking responsibility, then immediately who came? The entire universe came. Who is who from the entire universe came to him? And ultimately Sukadeva Goswami came. It is like that. When a person is pure, the pure person will attract the purest of all pure. Ultimately, it ends with Supreme Lord. So it is like that. So we have so many examples. So we are not getting anyone to us means we are not pure yet. Iti tanapi Rajendra Praja Sargadiyo Munihi Upetya Narada Praha Vachakutani Purvavat Putani. That is. Same way, Narada Muni came. When they chanted Om Namo Narayana, Narada Muni came. So what did he do? O king, Narada Muni also approached these sons of Prajapati Daksha, who were engaged in austerity to beget children, and spoke same enigmatic words to them, just as he had spoken to the elder brothers. He repeated the same 4 verses again to Savalasvas. Then he said something different, something more also. After saying all these things, he said something more. What is that? Dakshayanas samshrunuta gadato nigamam mama anvichyatanu padavim pratrunam pratruvastala. O sons of Daksha, please hear my words of instructions attentively. You are all very affectionate to your elder brothers, the Haryasvas. Therefore, you should follow their path. I think that all of you are intelligent as well. All of you are affectionate and obedient to your elder brothers. So, in Sanskrit, elder brother is called Agraja, and the younger brother is called Anuja. Agraja means one who goes ahead. Anuja means one who follows. So if you are Anuja of your Agraja, what is your duty? That's what he told. That's nothing else. He spoke the enigmatic 4 verses, and then they said this one verse. Then what did they do? Pratrunam pranayanam bratra. Sorry. Pratrunam prayanam brata. Yonutishtati dharmaved. Sa punya bandhu purusho. Mordapi sahamodate. A brother, knower of dharma, who follows the path of renunciation of his elder brothers, full of piety, enjoys life with the Maruts. Narada is saying that if a younger brother who is qualified follows the footsteps of the elder brother, they will become like Marus. What did Marus do? Okay, आप लोग को वो तो बने ना. Recently, I was taking these chapters for the other Bhakti Vaibhav batch. No, this Marut last chapter, 6th canto, last chapter, 18, 19. The Marut story comes. So Diti wanted to get a son who can kill Indra. Diti performed. Diti told her husband, "I want to have a son who can kill." So the husband told to follow Pumshavana Vrata. She was following Pumshavana Vrata. She was seriously 1 year. Child is growing in the womb. Indra came to find out a opportune moment so that her efforts can be destroyed. Yet one day she failed to follow one rule. So Indra entered into the womb of Diti. He cut the embryo into 7 parts. And again he cut the embryo, each and every part into further 7. So one embryo became 49. And all the 49 were praying to Indra. So my dear elder brothers, why are you trying to kill us? We are actually your followers. Whatever you say, we follow. We are your Anuja. Anuja means they follow exactly whatever elder brother says. So they came out of the womb. 48 sons were born. And Indra said, my dear mother, please forgive me. This is what I thought I came here. I did like this, but 48 sons became. And these are my younger brothers. And I'll give them the position of the Devatas. Diti was happy. So Indra took them along with him. Now they went to Sargaloka. They became Devatas. So like that. So the 49 Maru said that we are your Anuja. So Indra took them to Swarga. So if you say that you are Anuja of your elder brother, they will take you to the place where they have gone. So like that. No, this is they enjoy life with Marus means for normal people. For people in general in this world, material world, if you follow the orders of your elder brothers in terms of varnashram duties, you will by default you will go to heavenly planets. That is Nishkama Karma you over follow, they'll go to Sargaloka. Where they'll go to the Marut Loka. Because Marus are the example of following the elder brother sincerely. If you follow elder brother sincerely, you will go to. But if you follow your elder brothers, following elder brothers from the point of view of Varnashrama, one will go to Swarga. But if you follow your elder brothers, where you will go? Wherever your elder brothers are there, you will go there. So like that. You will enjoy with the Marus who are affectionate to their brothers. This example indicates that you will enjoy with your elder brothers who have gone to Vaikuntha. You don't go to Marus. See, when you say something, you have to take a local example. So they have taken a local example. So in that way. Etavadukta parya prayayau Narado moga darshana tepi chanvagamam margam Pratru Marisha. Respectable person saying this, Narada, seeing whom desires are fulfilled, departed. They followed the path of their brothers. So Narada Muni saying these words, he went. And now they contemplated the meaning of the verse spoken by Narada Muni, and then they understood that. So we need to follow in the footsteps of our elder brothers. They went. Now, at the home, father is waiting. Till now, my sons have not come. The news came. Eventually, the news came to him. Tadruchinam pratichinam parasyanupatam gata nadyapite nivartante pashimayamini. Having followed the correct path favorable for attaining the Lord, which gives internal realization, they have not returned even till today. Sukadeva Goswami saying that till today they did not come. Just as night after passing does not return. Yesterday night gone, it will never come back again. You will get a new night, but not the yesterday night. So like that. They have gone, but they never returned. And Daksha is waiting. Having taken to the proper path of bhakti, the favorable path of the Lord, for attaining internal realization, they did not return like the passing of night. Now, what is happening to Daksha? Etasmin kala utapan. Sorry. Etasmin kala utpatan. Bahun pashyan prajapatihi. Purvavan narada kritam. Putra nashamupashrunat. At this time, Daksha, observing many disturbances, heard about the loss of his sons caused by Narada, who had done the same as before. जैसे उनका बड़ा पुत्रों के साथ किया था वैसे पुत्रों के साथ he did the same thing. And now Daksha is lamenting. Did Narada Muni, he has gone. Previously, last time he became happy and he has gone. Huh? Narada Muni. Last time when Haryasvas 10,000 became devotees, Narada Muni became happy, was playing and Veena gone. This time he has gone. He came to Daksha. There is a big reason. So why he came back? What happened after he came back? We'll discuss in the next class. It's already late, okay? But see, वही तो पूछा था, but answer we got already. From our point of view, Narada Muni is hindering somebody's seva. But from Narada's point of view, see, Narada Muni might understand that okay, this person also is a suitable candidate to go to Godhead. But if he follows his father's instruction, he will go to Godhead. When he will go? He may go after 10,000 years or after 1 lakh years. Satya Yuga 1 lakh year lifespan. But this material world is a place of dualities. Even though he may be qualified to go back to Godhead, but the material world may create some hindrances by which he may be stuck up here. What is the guarantee that one will go? So it is better now only they go, because they are already qualified to go. So in that way we should see. Right now we are reading Bhagavatam. What is the purpose of Bhagavatam? Why Bhagavatam is spoken to Parikshit Maharaj by Sukadeva Goswami? That's all Parikshit Maharaj wanted to know. What is the ultimate perfection? What is the means to attain that? Bhagavatam will have all the stories about how to send one to Godhead by force, not by aram. Every story is about force only. Every story, Prachinamari story is also about force only. But he has given the instruction in such a way. You clearly analyze all the past in the Bhagavatam are like creating urgency. Every pastime is creating urgency. No, relax. Only urgency, every pastime. But in spite of hearing all the urgencies, we are so super relaxed. That means we are not. That means you are not hearing thoroughly. Our hearing is all superficial. It's okay. It is not for us. It is for them. That's what. Says na. Says na. If you want to know all the details, read Mahabharata Ramayana. The devotees pastimes are in Mahabharata also. All the devotees will come in the Mahabharata also. कुछ जरूरत नहीं. अभी देखो, they are not eating water also. They are not even breathing. If they are like that, Lord will appear and Lord, they will say that, my dear Lord, please take us. Lord will take them back to Godhead. Okay. They don't have to do anything. They are not bound to do worldly activities anymore. They have decided, I want to go back. If you are decided to go back, you will go back. That's all. Hare Krishna, devotees online. Sorry, any questions? Or will stop here.
No, Prabhuji, no questions. Thank you.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you very much. We'll stop here.
Hare Krishna.